Have you ever downloaded an asset pack that has vehicles in it, but instead of adding those vehicles, it actually deletes your old files? Today we're going to go over how to make a separate vehicle file and to duplicate the tags and to remake it. So in here we have the shade turret. I have it as a friendly shade turret, but we want to make this as a separate entity in itself so we can get the normal shade turret back and put the regular file where it should be. So let's get started with this. So to start, we want to go into our files. So right down here we have the shade turret, and then we have a copy that we made called shade_ally. You want to make sure it's different. And then I want to make sure that these are actually going to be different so that you know that you're doing the right one. So we're going to rename these. One good little tip if you want is you can hit F2 in order to start it, and then if you hit the arrow key to get to the very end, you could just copy and paste what you need to put in there, and then hit tab and it'll put you to the next one, and then you can do the exact same thing like that. And just like that, we have them all named Shade Ally now, aside from the elite models. Next step is to actually open our Gorilla and to open the files in there. Our next step, now that we have our Shade Ally down here, is to go through all of these files, and we're going to relink every single file that has a link in it. And we're going to relink them all to the assets used in this folder. So it won't derive from the regular shade anymore. It'll only be shade_ally. That way we can just replace this file with the original file that Bungie made, and we can have this be our modded one. So we're going to start off with the vehicle. Then right off the bat, we're going to want to make sure the crate object and the model object go back to normal. So the easier way to do this is if we come up here, and then at the very end, we already still have the _ally pasted. So we can do that, and then do it like that to make things so much easier. So again, just like that, shade ally, and then next we're going to open all of these files and make sure that all of these are also linked as well. So now the model, you're going to want to do all this stuff again. Alright, now that we got all that done, we're going to come down a little bit. We're going to see what we got. So we got materials. These are going to be the ones that we're going to have to link in the actual models. So let's go to the render model and start there. Alright, so you might need to make sure that you enable edit mode or expert mode for this. Otherwise it might not let you do it. Because if you notice now, this button is able to be pulled up, and I can just select it from here. So for this again, we're going to do our little trick, and we're going to do shade_ally for shaders, and it just brings us right here, making it so much easier. And then we already have what we need down here and right over there. So for this one, we need the shade metal. So we're going to hit that one, and then we're going to just do the same thing with the rest of them. Alright, now that we got all that situated, now we'll go on to the next part. Alright, I believe the very last thing that we just have to do is make sure that the crate is set up, and then after that we can put the old file in its place, and this one should be good to import. Alright, now that we got that, we're going to go into our tags. So we're actually going to go to the H3 editors kit zip. Now in here we're going to go to tags, objects, vehicles. We're going to get the shade ready. We're going to go into our tags, objects and vehicles. Now we should be good to just drag and drop this in, and it should replace the original file. So the original one in our Sapien should return to normal, and then I should be able to add the edited one separately. Alright, so I did pause it, but as you can see, it said that it reloaded the objects, and there it is back as normal. So we're going to add edit types, add our new vehicle now, go to shade_ally, add that in, done, then up here. Okay, now that we have that, we should be able to change our shade to shade ally, and all the materials and shaders are relinked, so it is technically a separate entity. So I can go back to the normal shade, or I can go to the shade ally. Both of them work, and that is pretty much the premise of this video. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.